Um, okay, now what are the prevention acts? So the prevention works at the organizational level. Everybody has to be aware. So awareness sessions are very important. Each and every department, each and every manager, each and every employee plays a very important role in prevention. You know, for organizations, prevention methods are to form a good policy and awareness of policy to the employees. Then creating awareness sessions for employees, displaying posters, for zero tolerance in prominent places in the organization, plus forming a IC and spreading information related to IC, that who are the members, how do we contact them, all that information is also displayed in prominent places in the organization so people know about IC. Right, then um, if there is any issue, to handle it very carefully, that is the organization's responsibility. So the act has given the safety issue, the workplace safety is completely now employees responsibility. Earlier it is to be like employees responsibility. If I am harassed, then I am responsible. I may think I may have doubts, whom should I report, should I report, will they listen to me or will they ask me to leave the organization, so that all ambiguity, and then I had to deal with my own sexual harassment. But now after this act, if I am an employee, then I have right to inform my employer that, see, I am working in your organization and this organization is not safe for me because I am facing sexual harassment, please handle my case. So it's a right based approach. Earlier it wasn't a rights based, I think it was more of mercy based approach. Please listen to me, please give me justice. But now it's a right based approach, because the responsibility lies with the employer. If employees are working for your company, it is your responsibility to provide them safe workplaces. So now they have to address the issue of sexual harassment. Therefore, the employer is supposed to give awareness to all employees related to POSH, right? Then for managers and HODs, because they will be termed as employer, as per the act, so they have to keep close observation, on their people team, to see if there is any unwanted or unwelcome behavior. Is there any harassment happening? What type of attitudes that employees have towards each other? Is there any gender discrimination? Is anybody feeling uncomfortable, avoided, or is there any favoritism? So it is basically managers and HOD's responsibility. Plus, if they make sure that your employees read the policy, make sure that your employees attend the awareness sessions. And sometimes you hear the words like, I am not comfortable to work there, or I am not comfortable to work with this employee. Please understand that word. It is somehow somebody is trying to convey you something. So you cannot neglect it. You have to see why this person is saying this. What is the problem with that person? If you are not able to probe, or that person is not comfortable, at least you can do one thing, is to guide that person to IC, and then further IC will see what is the matter. But you cannot stop or prevent that person from complaining. And such words like uncomfortable, they are alarming words. So please pay attention on such things. It is not against people. It is how you make your department safe for your employees, for newcomers, for interns. It is having quality workplace. So you have to work towards it. For employees, of course, keep your eyes open. Know your limit. See, you are there to work for a company, for the company's benefit and your benefit. You are not there to propose people to get married, or to force or harass people, right? And therefore you need to have a very, very professional behavior. You cannot have personal attachment or personal involvement to the limit, right? So we do not say don't have friendship. You can have open friendship with people who are ready to be your friends. You cannot force people to be your friends, you know. So you have to maintain a professional behavior. Keep all your sexual behaviors outside the gate. Don't bring them inside. You know, don't tolerate harassment. If you are a victim of sexual harassment, then you have to come front and you have to talk about it. Okay, if it is not happening to you, but you are witnessing, you know, a sexual harassment in your organization, you have to come front and talk about it, inform the HR about it. You can just say that I notice such and such thing, I see such and such things, you know, and then HR department can take it further. But do not hide it, saying that it's not my matter, it's happening to somebody else, somewhere else. But it's still your organization. It is more about organization's reputation, right? So you have to expose sexual harassment. If it is happening to you, retaliate, say no, I don't like it, you know, stop that person. If a 90% harassment will stop when you retaliate, it's only 10% that you can report to, you know. So if it is needed, start collecting evidences. You have 3 months to report, you know. Note down everything, start collecting evidences like messages, call records, you know, recordings, Facebook tags or messages, WhatsApp messages, text messages, emails. So whatever you can provide to the committee to establish the link or want to prove your allegation, start working on that before you complain, right? Then do not judge people just because they have complained. You know, we have heard statements like, अरे इसने तो sexual harassment का complaint किया है, don't associate it with that person, otherwise she or he can complain about you. You know, avoid saying such statement because you don't know what has happened to that person, right? So if you cannot support somebody, at least don't judge them, don't put them down. You know, that much you can do. Or if you know somebody is sexually harassed, go and support them, you know, help them. If even if there is complaint against somebody, don't judge that person. You know, that person is just a respondent, not a harasser. It's not proved, guilt is not proved. So without proving it or without the truth, you cannot judge people. You know, people get depressed and they may commit suicide. So that's your responsibility. Don't be involved in dragging others, you know. Don't force people to give parties, new employees specifically. Don't try to take undue advantage of vulnerable community or new employees or interns just because you are in power or you're working there since long time. You know, nowadays these posh classes are conducted in schools and colleges. So they will be ready to complain about you, right? So they are already aware of this issue. So please take care of those issues. I think that is how you can prevent sexual harassment at the organizational level, at the departmental level and at the employees level.